There's a new screenshot from Ghost of a Tale 2. It has been a whole entire year since we last heard from the devs, and since I last talked about this game. For those of you who don't know, the original Ghost of a Tale came out in 2018, and it's one of my all-time favorite games. It can be a little rough around the edges in some places, but it's packed full of charm, humor, and cleverly interconnected locations. You sneak around this castle as a small mouse and get yourself into some sticky situations. The sequel will follow Tilo the mouse on his journey to Port Scarn, which is pictured here. It's a heavily fortified city currently under curfew because the Baron's ship is in the harbor. Who is the Baron and what do they have to do with our story? I have no idea, but I can't wait to find out. This port is one of 5 others located around Lake Valia, and another one houses Dwindling Heights Keep, which is where the first game takes place. So, the new screenshot. Wow. This area feels pretty big, especially since it's only the port of a much larger city. There are doorways and arches leading off into the distance, vines creeping their way up the stone walls, and a very familiar looking purple banner. This is the symbol of the Red Paw, our main enemies in the first game. So it looks like there will be more rats for us to sneak past, and better yet, they already know about our escape. Hooray! Tilo is on this wanted poster over to the right, so we'll either need to stay light on our feet and keep to the shadows, or find a disguise. To me, this grate down here looks suspiciously like a secret sewage passageway, and I'm sure we can also take the high route, leaping from rooftops and scurrying across these ropes that connect these buildings together. Under the tweet where this image was shared, the devs also give us a bit of trivia. The hanging ropes are no mere decorations. They predate the signing of the Concordat between Meridia and the Talons, which is the derogatory term for the aviary nations, and were originally designed as a safety measure to keep birds from swooping down on hapless citizens. So the mice and the birds didn't always seem to get along. Perhaps some of them will end up being our allies now. I'm sure I could keep analyzing this screenshot for tiny little details, but instead I want to speculate a bit on the bigger picture. What does this all mean for the highly anticipated sequel? Well, the last screenshot before this one was posted right before the end of 2022, and the one before that was posted on the last day of 2021. But this feels different, and I don't think we're gonna have to wait a whole nother year for the next update. Those 2 images were of much smaller indoor areas that, yes, are beautiful in their own right, but this place is huge, and there are so many interesting details to pick up on. The studio did switch over from Unity to Unreal Engine 5 about a year and a half ago, which certainly slowed things down a bit development-wise, but hopefully it'll make the process easier for them in the long run. I don't know, I just have a really good feeling about 2024. Not just for this game, but for many others that I've been following for quite some time now. And the year is still just getting started. So stay tuned for Ghost of a Tale updates, and peruse these at your leisure in the meantime.